So I start from the perspective that no, the government shouldn't be doing this. I mean, they will need to look at the situation in the round, obviously, and I would imagine that this question is from a trade body. I would imagine that Kate's trade body and there'll be multiple other trade bodies that will be lobbying the government. And I'm sure they'll all be making a good case, and they've all got a genuine issue in their businesses. I don't doubt that for a second. But I remember when we took the country through COVID, and I was a government minister then, I was actually in the Department for Transport, and I remember being on the receiving end of a lot of these lobbying requests, and actually they were just astronomical figures. I remember the Road Haulage Association asking for £500 million to keep freight lorries on the road, and that was just the first one that came in. There'd be 25 more, and you've got to remember that anything that the government's giving out, it's not the government's money, it's people's money, and that it's going to have to be paid for by putting up taxes somewhere. So yes, people on the one hand might have to pay more for their flights, which obviously has an impact, and it's not something that people would want to see, and the government, I'm sure, will want to mitigate that. But on the other hand, somehow it's got to be paid for, as we saw with all the pandemic costs. I think it's a difficult balancing act, and but my instinct as a Conservative is to say, probably not, no, just let's be really careful, because remember, somehow that's got to be paid back.
Okay.